Hello my friends, and welcome to Fluent Mind English. Today, we will discuss how to think in English like a pro, and I'm so excited that you're here because this episode could completely change the way you learn and use English. If you've ever wanted to think in English instead of your native language, then this podcast is exactly for you. By the end of this episode, you will learn 1. Why thinking in English is the real key to fluency. 2. The 5 big mistakes English learners make and how to avoid them. 3. A step-by-step training plan to rewire your brain to think in English. 4. Daily exercises, shadowing, role plays, self-talk, and quick response drills. 5. Real motivational strategies to keep going even when you feel tired. And yes, today's script is long, detailed, and practical because I want you to be able to use this podcast as your private English coach. So, let's begin. Part 1. Why you must think in English. Let's start with a simple truth: translation slows you down. Imagine this situation. You're at a shop. The cashier asks, "Do you need a bag?" Now, what happens in your mind? First, you hear the English. Then, you translate it into your native language. Next, you prepare your answer in your language. Finally, you translate it back into English. By the time you answer, you've already hesitated. The moment is gone. Now imagine a different version. The cashier says, "Do you need a bag?" And your brain immediately produces the answer, "Yes, please," or "No, thank you." No translation. No delay. Just natural communication. That is the difference between learning English and thinking English. Part 2. The 5 big mistakes learners make. Before we train your brain, let's clear the roadblocks. Crossmark mistake 1, memorizing word lists. Many students think, if I know 2,000 words, I'll be fluent. But fluency is not about words, it's about using words in real sentences. Crossmark mistake 2, obsessing over grammar. Of course, grammar is important. But if you spend hours worrying about past perfect versus past continuous, you will freeze in conversation. Crossmark mistake 3, learning English only in classrooms. Real life is not a grammar book. English is in music, movies, conversations, social media. If you only learn in class, your English becomes unnatural. Crossmark mistake 4, translating everything. We already said it, translation is the enemy of fluency. Crossmark mistake 5, waiting for perfect English. Here's a secret: even native speakers don't use perfect grammar all the time. If you wait for perfection, you'll never start. White heavy check mark instead. Aim for progress, not perfection. Part 3, think English like a pro, method. Here's the 5-step method we will practice together today. 1. Input English daily, absorb natural English through reading and listening. 2. Output English daily, practice speaking and writing short, simple sentences. 3. Shadowing technique, copy native rhythm and tone by repeating sentences. 4. Self-talk in English, describe your day and your surroundings in English. 5. Simulation and role play, practice conversations before you face them in real life. We'll go through each step with exercises. Part 4, input training. Your brain is like a computer. Whatever you feed it becomes its language. If you feed it 90% native language, and only 10% English, it will always think in your native language. If you flip that ratio, even for small moments, your brain begins to prefer English. Direct hit exercise 1, picture sentences. Look around you right now. Choose one object. Say a sentence about it in English. Example. This is my phone. I use it every day. This is my chair. I'm sitting on it now. Don't translate. Just say it. Backhand index pointing right. Pause the podcast and try it. Direct hit exercise 2, listen without subtitles. Watch a 1 to 2 minute video in English. Without subtitles. Don't worry about understanding every word. Focus on tone, rhythm, and meaning. For example, if someone says, "Hey, what's up?" you might not know the grammar, but you know it means, "Hello, how are you?" This is input training. Part 5, output training. Now let's practice producing English. Direct hit exercise 3, one-line diary. Every day, write or say one sentence in English about your life. Examples. I cooked pasta for lunch. I studied English for 20 minutes. I went for a walk in the park. If you do this daily for 30 days, you'll already see big progress. Direct hit exercise 4, quick answer drill. I'll ask questions. You answer fast, don't think too much. Backhand index pointing right, what's your favorite food? Backhand index pointing right, how do you feel today? Backhand index pointing right, what time did you wake up? Backhand index pointing right, what are you doing after this podcast? Did you answer quickly? That's fluency practice. Part 6, Shadowing Challenge. Now comes my favorite technique, shadowing. Here's how it works. 1. I say a sentence in natural speed. 2. You repeat it immediately, matching rhythm and intonation. Ready? Repeat after me. I'm learning English every day. Thinking in English makes me confident. Practice a little every day, and I will improve. Fluency comes step by step. I don't need to be perfect, I just need to communicate. Great job. Shadowing is like gym training for your speaking muscles. Part 7, Self-talk in English. This is one of the most powerful daily habits. Talk to yourself in English. Describe what you're doing. Example. When brushing teeth, I'm brushing my teeth. My toothpaste tastes fresh. When cooking, I'm chopping onions. I'm boiling rice. When walking, the weather is hot today. The weather is hot today. The sky looks clear. This may sound silly, but it trains your brain to think in English automatically. Part 8, Real-life role plays. Let's practice some real-life situations. Scenario 1, at the coffee shop. Barista, hi there, what can I get for you? You answer out loud. Barista, would you like it hot or iced? You answer. Barista, great, anything else? You answer. Scenario 2, at the airport. Officer, may I see your passport? You answer. Officer, what is the purpose of your visit? You answer. Officer, how long will you stay? You answer. Scenario 3, meeting a friend. Friend, hey, how have you been? You answer. Friend, do you want to grab lunch? You already know enough English words. The problem is not vocabulary, it's usage. You don't need to sound like a native speaker. You need to be clear and confident. Mistakes are part of learning. Every mistake is a step toward fluency. Think of babies. They don't learn by studying grammar. They listen, they copy, they speak. And slowly, they become fluent. You can do the same. Part 11, Pro Tips. Here are my quick tips to think English like a pro. Stop translating. Use simple sentences. Speak every day, even 1 minute. Shadow native audio. Talk to yourself in English. Practice role plays. Be consistent. Remember, consistency is more powerful than intensity. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. Wait. I have a challenge for you. Choose 3 sentences in English. Shadow them 10 times every day this week. Write 1 diary sentence every evening. Speak at least 1 minute of self-talk daily. If you do this, I promise, you will see results. Backhand index pointing right. Don't forget to subscribe to this podcast. Share it with a friend who also wants to improve their English. Until next time, keep practicing, and keep thinking like a pro.